Okay, so recording has started. So today is day one. So we have a couple of demo sessions like entire this week. We will be having multiple demo sessions and each demo sessions will be different from each other, right? So these entire demo sessions are the part of syllabus. So after completing these entire demo sessions, right, next week onwards, we will move forward, right? So entire things what we will cover next couple of days as a part of demo, that would be you can consider as a your that could be the part of syllabus in fact. Okay, so here now we have a multiple mode of learning. So if someone wants to learn in a specific language, like if everyone is from North India and they are comfortable with Hindi, I can go with that also. And if someone from outside and if you everybody is like comfortable with English, that's also fine. Okay, so today I'm going to cover at least maybe in English. So moving forwards, based on the majority, I can even we can have the classes then moving forward in Hindi also. Okay. So what these are the topics what we are going to cover today. So first of all, let's introduce myself and about the automation test hub. Okay. So as you can see here on my screen, right? This is the automation test hub. So even name is enough, right? So if you think here like automation test hub means we are expert in test test automation. So we are covering almost all type of tools and technologies in test automations, right? So you can visit our site and you can see all those courses and many more to come. So even we are going to include next month onwards most of the AI's courses also, so including intelligent automation, right? So everything would be on same page. Okay, so you can find out everything over here. So because we are expert in that area, that's why we have these type of courses, right? So and this automation test hub, like I have started this since long, I think more than 15 years, right? And we had multiple branches in past, like once we had offline centers like in Delhi, Chandigarh, Mohali, then Pune, right? So and we are now transforming ourselves to the over the internet, like we don't have an online presence at this moment much, but we are going through it, like we should have online presence so that at least many people can get benefit of it, right? Because now the technology is evolving, so everybody like wants the preference, like if someone wants the preferred job, right, preference, then definitely everybody wants the work from home job, and now everybody is comfortable from the home, so definitely they want to learn and earn everything from home itself, right? So even this is the good thing in IT sector nowadays. So so anybody can get the advantage of it. That's why we thought to have this entire lectures online as well, and we are going to record this entire lecture so that at least entire series, so later on you can also prefer that. Okay, so suppose if you miss some lectures, that's not a problem, so we will have the recordings and you can get it. Okay, so this is all about the automation test hub. And now let me introduce myself. So my name is Rajesh Upadhyay. So I have around 18 years of experience, especially in test automation world, right? And I have been worked with almost 9 to 10 MNCs in my past careers. You can visit my LinkedIn profile and you can get it all those informations, right? So currently I'm working in one of the leading MNCs in banking sector. So there I'm as a working as a vice president, right? So now I have worked on in my careers like multiple programming languages. Like I am well versed with Java, Python, JavaScript, right? C Sharp, so many more languages. And along with that, just not the languages, but I have worked on the multiple tools and technologies in the terms of automations, right? So I have been worked as a almost 5 years as a test architect and solution architect, where I have designed the multiple customized framework based on the industry needs. So there either it could be API or it could be end to end or it could be mobile performance, anything, right? So anything if you can imagine that's required in IT world in terms of QA, so definitely I have performed all those roles and responsibilities and I'm well aware about it. Okay, so you can ask any questions like anytime with entire QA field, even just not the entire QA field only, but you can ask anything in IT industries, what is going on nowadays. Okay, so I think that's all from introduction point of view. And if you need more information, definitely you can visit my profiles, right? Or you can directly connect with me. Okay. So now, second topic we are going to cover here, what should learn and why based on different region, right? So here, like maybe we are facing the multiple challenges over there. We are getting the queries from multiple students based on the different reasons, right? Someone is working in non-IT and they want to move their career in IT, right? Someone is even non-technical, right? Maybe they are doing the support job, or they are in maybe in manual testing. They want to go in technical role like automation or development and many other things, right? Or maybe the situation something like that, if someone is already started their career, right, maybe in IT sector, but due to the gap, they again want to continue that, right? Because most of the time we have seen, due to the COVID, due to the multiple situation, married, right, baby, and many more, right, reasons. So somehow some people's required some breaks, and they again they wants to j- bounce back, right? So something like that. And another situation could be like there could be the like freshers and they are looking for the job, right, and they even don't know what type of technologies they had to learn, right? So many more challenges are there in nowadays in the IT industry. And now that's why I'm trying to fill the gaps here. So I'm going to drive this in that way, so that at least non-technical person also can be a technical, right? Even someone is doing support job, they are in IT company, but they want to be in more technical, like testing in automation, right? Or someone wants to transform their career from manual to automation testing, they can also do. So this would be the common things for everyone. Okay. So but there could be the paths would be different based on multiple needs, because if someone is already having the software testing experience, just they want to learn the automation, even that they can do, right? If someone even don't know the manual testing, they can also do, right? So I just want to find the one solution that can fit in all the problems, right? So that's the thing. So I will gradually let you know all those things, different paths for different peoples. Once I will get to know the many things from you, then accordingly I will try to customize the syllabus based on your need, right? So something like that. But here, since we are going to learn the testing, so we will be more focusing on the testing. But if also apart from testing, if you have doubt where you want to make your career, either in testing or in development or different field, definitely you can also do that. You can connect with me one to one. We will discuss, right? So now let's start with why testing. Why testing is important, right? So nowadays you can think, like, just I can give you the silly examples, right? So silly examples means like, just think. So suppose if you are cooking the food at your home, right? So do you think without taste, right? Without taking that test, or you can directly say that like, without tasting that, do you want to serve that to someone or guest? No, definitely no, right? So you have to check if there is salt is there, or if we can take the example of cup of tea. So definitely we want to check like, oh, sugar amount is correct or not, something like that, right? So everywhere we want to do some testing. Like suppose if you want to buy a pant or shirt or anything, right? So what you do generally, you have to wear that, and you have to take test that size is fitting or overfitting or what exactly. So everywhere testing is required. If you want to buy something, buy a car, buy a scooty, buy a bike, anything, you want to test it first. You should have the test drive, right? So everywhere testing is required. So similarly, in software field also, if someone is developing the software, right, so testing is mandatory, testing is not optional. And without testing the software or without testing any product, you cannot launch that product into the market, right? So you can imagine, if you heard from someone else or some friends, hey, or maybe they are working in IT sector, they can say, hey, why you are doing the testing? Testing is just like a simple job, anybody can do it. Yeah, that's fine, anybody can do it. That's correct answer. But the thing is, do you think like this is the optional? No, this is required, right? So now, sorry. So now, just we have to think, if this is not optional and this is the mandatory things we have to perform, then definitely someone required to perform this role, right? So everybody have to think about it, because this is important, this is not optional. Now then, why testing? So there could be the need, right? So if someone don't have the programming background, or someone are tried in past to learn the programming language, but they failed multiple time, right? So still there is a hope, like they can go in testing field and they can do their job, right? So something like that you can imagine. So here, if I talk about the testing, so just I'm not talking about the manual testing. Gradually we will talk about the automation, but manual testing is something definitely anybody can do it. So just you require the minimum training. So now I can just give you the some example, right? So in software testing field, how generally we do the testing? So suppose I am just opening one site, let's say facebook.com here. So first scenario could be, I'm just trying to open this Facebook. What would be happen if I will type here the URL and application will not work? Then there could be the issue, right? So suppose if someone has given the URL and even if URL is not working, so first thing we have to test it. If URL is working or not, then again, do we need to write something user ID and some password? It shouldn't be login. You already know that, because it's required valid user ID and valid password. But someone has already tested it, right? That's why it is in our production. You can directly access it. You are directly using these softwares. You're not testing it, right? But someone is already tested it. But you think, if providing some wrong user ID password, if someone will log in, then what will happen? So these entire activity, whatever the activities we are doing over there in every websites, either you are shopping something, you are on like buying something on Amazon or Flipkart, anything. So whatever the steps you are performing there, someone has already tested that scenarios, like everything is working fine or not, right? So this is the called the testing, especially, and this is called the manual testing. So definition of manual testing is here, like testing is done by human beings. Testing is done by human beings. That is called the manual testing, especially. And same way, if I talk about what is then automation testing, so testing is done by machine. That is called the automation testing. Simple thing. So in one sentence, we can define it. Okay. So now we will go into the depth of this manual and automation, and especially for the manual testing, I already have the channel, right? And that is open for everyone. If someone don't know the manual testing, they have to first learn the manual testing. But this is not something the prerequisite of it at this moment initially, right? But yeah, definitely you have to learn the manual testing. So that is free, and just you can go to my channel over here on YouTube, and just you have to search, let's say, automation test hub over here, right? And here you will find the channel. So just open it, and here, and don't forget to subscribe, right? So, and even if you like that channel, you also can put the comment or share to your friend also. So go to the playlist here, and we have a multiple playlists over there, right? So more than almost 260 plus videos, right? But those are private, right, due to the some reasons. But over here, if you go to the, maybe search it, the manual testing, somewhere you will find that, right? Manual testing from zero to hero, right? So this is the particular link. Yeah. So here what you can do, so here all the videos are free, and you have to go through step by step, right? So I'm giving you this particular link over there in the chat, so that at least if someone required, someone don't know the manual testing, they have to learn it. This is not the optional, right? So first you have to learn this. Even you can do this parallelly as well, right? And now let's talk about another concept about the AI. So now this is the buzzword in the industry at this moment, AI. AI means artificial intelligence. So in every company nowadays, if you think, right? So everybody is asking, hey, do you know AI? Now AI is the future. But here, there are the multiple perception is also going on in the companies and even the in human mind. So do like AI replace to the human beings? So few people are saying, hey, yes. Few people are saying no, right? So there are lots of perceptions. But ultimately, if you think in my opinion also, definitely it will replace the human beings because ultimately machines are replacing the human beings. Just you can imagine. So if you have any plants or let's say if we have any factory where just we are manufacturing the chips. So what was happening in past? So generally there was 100 or maybe more than 100 or 500 employees were working to making that chips, right? Someone were working on the packaging, some were on marketing, someone on production, right? Many things. So now what happening there? So there is a plant and everything is automated there. So cutting the particular potatoes, boiling, mixing, cooking and packaging, everything is doing by the machine. So earlier 150 might be employees were working, now just there's a 10 or 15 employees required there and everything is done by the machine, right? And what is the benefit of doing that? Because the production of suppose if 150 employee will work, definitely they will work in a shift, like might be just they will work for 8 hours only, but machine can work 24 into 7, right? They don't require any leaves or something, right? And human can do the some mistakes, but machine can't, right? Machine either will work correctly or not, right? So simple answer. So definitely AI will replace the human beings in future. Now it has been already started. Now if someone already might be looking for the jobs or maybe someone already have experienced, right? So you can imagine like if you can compare yourself, like suppose you had a more than 5 years of experience. So now you can compare yourself before COVID and even in COVID also. There was lots of openings was going on in market and many people changed job multiple times at that period, right? Now what is happening today? If you're trying to right find the job, you cannot get the even single call. There is lots of going on over the LinkedIn, like maybe fake, you can say job postings or many things, but I can 100% assure you like the job ratio as compared to last 5 years, now this is just 20% is remaining. So 80% is already companies has been either replaced or they are planning to replace those 80% manforce from automation or AI. So that's why they are not hiring much. So all the MNCs now has been stagnant at this moment. Like they are just hiring the critical profiles and crucial members wherever have some dependency or we immediate if we have a requirement. So only those people are getting the call if they have a critical skill sets. Another thing is like they are immediate joiner. That's the thing. Other than you won't get any call, right? Because why? Because of this AI. So what you can do, just I can give you the even live example, right? So I have included AI also as a part of this syllabus. So not entire AI because entire AI is a big thing, right? So just I can explain you. Under the AI is a one umbrella, right? And in that umbrella we have a multiple things. We have a machine learning, right? Then we have a NLP. Then we have a deep learning, deep enforcement learning, right? Then we have deep neural networks. There are multiple things. This is a very vast, right? And also under this umbrella there is a data science. Data science is also part of an AI, right? So this is the vast area. And I what I would like to tell you here, how we can make ourselves smart. So now what companies trying to do here, why they are not exactly hiring the AI people, because they cannot find the AI people easily in the market, because nobody have that level of experience then that person can do everything, right? So there are the bits and pieces. Someone is expert in deep learning, someone is expert in reinforcement learning, someone is like in NLP, or different areas, or someone is in data analytics, someone is data science, right? But these are the high paying jobs, and there we require lots of experience. So that's why companies are still excelling, because we don't have experienced people available in the market. So what they want now, they want their people to learn at least AI, at least they can be more productive. So terms what I'm referring here, productive. So what does it mean here? So suppose if someone is the writing the test case, right, someone wants to test the application, if AI can do for me, so that could be the advantage for it, right? So just I can give you the simple example. So in entire course I will go through the AI, right? I will use the AI tools, even multiple AI tools, and out of them is my favorite one is the Chat GPT, right? I will use that, and throughout the classes every day, I will let you know how to effectively utilize this tool, and even whenever required, how we will use the Copilot or different AI tools, right? So based on the situations, I will keep on letting you know the best tool where we can utilize, what could be the best fit tool for that purpose, right? Everything would be there. So here you don't have to develop the AI solution. Now just you have to leverage, or just you have to utilize the AI solutions towards the how you can make yourself more productive. So suppose, just let's go back in maybe 5 year back, right? If someone is already doing the testing, or someone is already doing some job, right? So suppose, just I can give you the example. So maybe just I can open the Chat GPT and I can show you. So this is the URL of Chat GPT. So suppose in past 5 year back, right? So what's testing team was doing generally? So they had some requirement, then they were just going through the requirement, and they were writing the test cases for each requirements, including positive, negative, everything, right? So I just have the one example. Let's say I have to test the Facebook application login functionality, right? So what I said, login, we have to test the login functionality of the Facebook application. So this is the one requirement. There what you need to do, there could be the more than 20 or 25 test cases you have to write, right? So positive scenarios, negative scenarios, edge cases scenarios, right? Everything you have to write, and everything you have to write manually, right? Now if you want to do the same thing, because if 25 test cases if you want to write and then someone has to review, then definitely it will be the time taking process, maybe entire day you have to do the same thing. But with the help of AI you can do in a minute. Then company why company is not using it, right? So that's why companies is forcing to the employee to learn the AI, so that they can finish their job in a minutes rather than hours, right? So let's have a one example. So just I can ask the Chat GPT, hey, write the positive, comma, negative, and edge cases, test cases, yeah, edge, either you can generate in BDD format or any format also. Edge cases, let's say scenarios, let's say in BDD format. I'm giving some BDD format because I need this in BDD format, right? So write the positive, negative test and edge cases scenarios in BDD format for Facebook login. So just enter. Now you can see the magic. So now it has been started writing the scenarios for you, right? So quickly it has been written two scenarios, and it is in detail, and it is even writing more and more. So just you have to copy and paste it. It's done your job, right? And even if you want more, just ask more scenarios. Even it is writing more and more. So just you can say edge cases scenarios. Almost it has been given you more than 10. So if you still want more, just ask. It will write more and more, right? So this is the option. Easily you can create your test cases. You can save your effort. right? And if you want, like, hey, can you give me these scenarios in test cases format having columns like test ID, test name, let's say description, steps, expected result. Even if you're doing some spelling mistake, that's not a problem. Actual result, right? etc. So just keep this prompt. So let's see the magic. So it will take hardly 60 seconds maybe, and it will do the for you this entire job. So these entire tasks, generally past 5 years ago, we were writing this manually everything. Now you can see it is available for you because of what? AI. So now companies, what they want to do right now. So they want, like, a, if they have a 10 testers, right, and they don't want like these 10 testers to let to go to the another organization, they are putting the pressures on them, like, hey, you have to learn automation so that at least you can be more productive. Simple thing. So if suppose wherever we have a task, like we earlier we required 10 manual testers to do that job, right, before 5 years ago I'm talking. Now same job can be done by one person with the help of AI. So this is the reason AI is popular, and that's why companies looking for and putting the pressures, lots of pressures on the particular employees to learn the AI so that they can perform well, they can be more productive. So same workforce can be utilized towards the multiple projects. So earlier 10 manual testers was working in one project, but now 10 manual testers can handle 50 projects. This is the power of AI. That's why people wants to learn it, right? So this is the use case I just told you, right? So there are the many and many use cases. So even if someone have some little background of the AI, right, or maybe automation also, I can give you the more examples also. Just write step definition, step definitions of these BDD scenarios in Java Selenium. That's it. So it will write the code for you also. You can see here. You don't need to do anything. Just copy paste and just replace the few things. And whatever, if you want to customize it, make it more dynamic, even it will do for you. So why you need to waste your time towards the doing the things manually if you have some tools is available for you, if someone is doing behalf of you, right? So this is the power of AI, what we have to learn. And definitely everybody should learn these AI tools for the future point of view. Even it will just not make you more productive, make you more smart, right? So that at least you can easily work in any of the companies and you won't be having any fear, like job fears, right? So you have those confidence levels because you already have the experience. Just you have to add the AI culture or AI powered, right, within your curriculum, within your skills, and you will be the enough smart then. So that's why I have included these parts also as a part of this syllabus, so that at least doing the testing or doing the automation also, how you will be more productive, right? And this is not just help us to doing the job, right, but here it will help us to find the job as well. Okay, so traditional way of learning was like, suppose if you have to learn the automation, so you have to learn the entire Java, entire Selenium, and many more stuffs, right? So what was the previous style of learning the things? Previous style was like, hey, either you have to join some classes, either it could be online or offline, or you have to watch the videos, YouTube videos, or maybe you have to refer some books. Simple thing, right? So this was the way of learning. or you can go any blogs or something. But here now, since we have a chat GPT, so our learning capability will be the more fast. So suppose if you want to learn the Java in 1 month, but if you have a time, if you can give yourself like just 1 hour a day, in 30 hours you can learn the Java easily by yourself, just with the help of chat GPT. So with the help of chat GPT, you can be even more smarter towards the learning as well, right? So entire the course also I will tell you exactly how we can learn the things quickly and effectively and easily also, right? So this is the what about AI. And now let's talk about the automation. So automation we have already discussed this, why this is very important. So since AI is already there, right, it is doing a lot of things on behalf of us, but automation is very important. So here, whatever the 10 peoples are doing, right, so even that 10 people's works can be automated easily. And machine, I am saying you right, machine can be work 24 into 7 into the 365, right? So everywhere we require the automation, and wherever we already have automation, now people are going to in that direction where we can have the intelligent automation. So automation means machine. So robot can be automation, right? A robot is machine, but without mind, like without brain, you can't, it is just a machine. But if robot have the brain just like a human being, right? So can you imagine what it can be done? So you have might be already seen the movie Robot, Chitti, right? Have you remembered? So Robot Chitti had the brain, and it was trained like his boss, right? So you can imagine how much power he had in that movie. So you can imagine yourself also. So if you have the knowledge of automation and if you know the AI on top of that, then you can design the intelligent system, intelligent automation, intelligent machine, where we can reduce more and more things. We can increase more and more accuracy and productivity and performance, everything. So this is the things is directly proportional to each other. And that combination would be the very, very beneficial in like for the long term. Okay. So now there are the many questions, maybe many different peoples will be having. What is the automation, right? So automation everybody knows now. Then what type tools or technology we should learn in automation? So there are the multiple things in these industries, right? So if someone is knew those things or not, maybe just I can explain. So first I would like to take the example of Selenium. Then I would take some competitor. Basically, I'm taking the competitor of this particular tool, Selenium, Cypress, let's say Playwright. S- Okay. So this is the three major tools and they are competitor of each other. Okay. Apart from that, we have almost many other tools also in the industry. Like if I talk about like for APM for mobile testing, then I can talk about the Catalans. We have a JMeters, right? Then we also have a some pet tool like Tosca that is popular in the market. We had earlier popular tools like QTP, UFT, we can say that, right? So many tools are there. We have Renorex, we have Silk Text, right? We have like Complete Test. We have IBM Watson. So there are lots of tools and technologies are there in the industry at this moment. But now what is happening? People are going towards the open source. Open source means free tools. So these tools are free, right? So if just you can ask, hey, I just need the list of free tools. So you can ask the chat GPT. You don't need to go anywhere. Even you don't have to rely on it. So just you can type, hey, give me list of all open source automation. You have to mention testing tool, right? So just you can see the list. You can see a big list. So now it is asking like web automation and UI automation. So it is segregating even, right? So you can see here Selenium, Playwright, Cypress, and even based on the importance also it is giving you the like order. Test Cafe, Puppeteer, Robot Framework, these are right. And mobile automation, we have so many things. API automations, we have so many things, right? So you can find out many tools. Even this is the specialization, but just like JMeter, you can do the API testing, you can do the AUI testing, you can do the performance testing also, right? So few tools can do many things. So you can say here are the lots of frameworks and tools are available in the market, right? You can get the list. And if you ask, hey, give me the top three tools, give me top three trending tools. Sorry. Now you can see the list. Even you don't have to rely on me. Directly you can rely on the net. So first one is Selenium. Still you can see the symbol over here, gold, right? And second you can see Playwright. And third, Cypress. So these are the top three tools. And even that's why I have just written three tools here. Because even industry, based on my experience also, these three tools are the top top layers of the entire industry. Okay. So just I have written here the in this order, right? So if we will just get to know about the Selenium. So Selenium, if you want to go in Selenium's history, it is a 20 years old tool. 20 years old tool, and till last 20 year it is on always on top, right? So just like a Java is available in industry last 30 years, but still everybody is using the Java. Whatever the development can be done in Java, people are just using the Java at that level. Even we have multiple programming languages available in the market, but still many people's choices are Java. If you talk about the security, definitely everybody has to use the Java, right? So this is the way. So that's why Selenium is still popular. Based on what? Their popularity, just not for the powerful tool, but still there are the trust, right? So suppose if someone wants to buy a scooty, let's say I can give you the example. If someone has a budget, right, and they just want to buy a scooty, so can you imagine if they have a just 80,000 of budget and they want to buy a best thing, then what scooty they will prefer? So they will consider multiple factors, right? So multiple factor means definitely look is matters, brand is matters. If easily we can get these parts available, service cost, if we will resell this in future, what value we will be getting, right? Everything you have to analyze it, and then you will get to know, hey, Activa is first choice. Maybe in same cost, Jupiter can give you the more feature, but still your first choice would be Activa. Why? Because its resale value is very high. Easily anybody can, like any mechanic can work on it, right? Easily in any maybe workshops you can go and get service done easily. Simple thing. Any part can be available anywhere. So due to that, so similar way, why Selenium is popular? Because it is the oldest tool in the market. We have a very long community of it. Every industry is utilizing this tool since long years, and they are comfortable with it. And last one is like, if you want to find out the Selenium person, right? Every third automation people you can find like they have experience in Selenium, or every second person you can consider at this moment in the industry, they are knowing the Selenium. So that's why it is most popular tool. And now second is, we can talk about the Playwright. So Playwright started almost 5 year backs maybe, right? So but this is the developed by Microsoft. So you can imagine this is the brand behind it. But for the Selenium also, now Google is backing up, right? So Google is, some of the Google developers also working behind the Selenium's architectures. Okay. So here it is backed by the Google and it is backed by the Microsoft. So what Playwright is doing here at this moment? So Playwright understand the problem of Selenium completely. Whatever the challenges we had or we have still in Selenium, they overcome it. they handle those problems automatically in this tool. So that's why. And whatever Selenium can do, everything can be done by Playwright. But whatever the things, Selenium had some limitations that has been overcome or that has been handled over there in Playwright. So that's why in future, Playwright can be more popular. But the thing is again, if something is already built in Selenium, nobody wants to migrate that to Playwright. Of course, they don't want to duplicate the efforts. They don't have budget because ultimately Selenium is doing all those things, right? And again, suppose if we got the new project into the company, and now we have choice what tool we have to use. So of course, what manager will ask you, hey, we have to use Selenium because our team knows Selenium. If we want to do it in Playwright, then someone has to hire. That I don't want. So this is the main problem. But over the time, definitely it can compete, but even not sure, because I see in the markets like even Jupiter, Vespa, many markets are there for the scooties, right? Or similar way you can compare anything, right? But still, market of Activa are similar if you can compare into the car section. Maruti is still on top seller in India, right? The simple thing. So nobody can compete, like no one, none of the tool can compete Selenium at this moment. So I have all these courses, like if you want to learn Selenium, if you want to learn Playwright, if you want to learn Cypress, everything is available for us, like within my institute. Okay. So you can learn any of the things. Just my intention is like you have to be aware about it, like what exactly it does. Okay. So at least someone will ask you, hey, why you are choosing Playwright? So you can answer. Hey, someone will ask, hey, why you are learning Selenium if Playwright is best tool? So at least you can answer those things. Okay. And ultimately we are learning these tools to get the job, right? So you have to learn only those tools where you have a lots of jobs available in the market, right? So there is a like huge, where is huge demand, there is a huge supply. Simple thing. So since Selenium is older and it is already available since last 20 year, right? So that's why there is a huge demand of Selenium in the market. So that's why we should learn Selenium first. But later on, once you will get the job, you don't have to stop yourself to upgrade. You have to keep on upgrading yourself. So suppose if Selenium will help you to understand the UI automation, web automation, then gradually you have to like learn the API automation, mobile automation, right? Backend automation. So all those things gradually you have to keep on learning the things for the future perspective. Okay, so this is all about the tooling. Now I'm going to tell you a few more things just about the what are the courses important we have. So we have Selenium with Java courses where we will be covering entire almost entire Selenium, entire core Java. Then along with that, we will be covering like Maven, Jenkins, Git. We will be covering JUnit framework, TestNG framework, and also we will be covering this entire things of the Cucumber framework. Okay, including CI/CD stuff. Then we have another course where we will be that is called Estate Profile. So everything, whatever is available within Selenium and Java, what I already told you, right? Those topics will be covered over here in Estate Profile. Along with that, like this would entire things already will be covered. Plus, apart from that, we will cover API as well. So API manual automation plus API automation as well. So we will learn multiple tools over here, like in terms of automation and as well as in manual, right? Then we have a third tool, third course that is called full stack, right? And you can't see this course available in anywhere in the market, even neither on web nor in any institution. So this is designed by completely, I have designed this course because I need this type of people even in my organization, in my industries or in my team, because I want Rajnikant. I am fan of Rajnikant, right? That's why I have given the title of this course. If you want to be a Rajnikant, right, then definitely you should learn this course. So full stack means like you already know the full stack developers. Full stack developers means they know everything in and out of the softwares. They can design front end, they can design the back end, they can design the mid layers, UI, right? Everything. And suppose if we are working in agile environment, there we have to work with the developers. So suppose now what is the ratio of is going on into the industry. So suppose if we have a 5 developers in the team, then hardly maybe one or two QA would be there. And if those five developers are full stack, then these one or two QA has to be full stack tester. Then that person can test the entire system. Otherwise, no. So that's why we required the full stack tester profile here. So what we will do there? So we will do everything. Like we will know the web automation. We should know about the API automation. We should know about the mobile automation. We should know about the clouds because everything is deploying over the clouds. We should know about the DBs. We should know about the performance. We should know about the securities, right? So everything you have to learn here. So that profile is a full stack profile. So ultimately, once you will have keep might be in future, right? So gradually once you will having a lots of experience, then definitely you have to keep on learning the new things every day, right? Every year you have to add one new skill sets into your profile so that at least you can become a full stack, right? But this, even like suppose if you're working, but if you have a weekend times, you have to keep on learning the new things. So now I can say like within a, even I have seen people having 1 years or 2 years of experience having the full stack profile in testing, and they are getting the job easily because ultimately you have to give the interview. Just it doesn't mean like if you have mentioned in the into the resume like, hey, I know these all things. Definitely interviewer asks those questions, right? So if you can answer, then definitely what you think. So some person has just limited knowledge, and some persons have a lots of knowledge. So of course interviewer will prefer that profile, right? Because ultimately they are going to offer the same package, same designation, same thing. But on same note, they are getting a lot of skill set in one candidate. So that's why they are looking the profile as a full stack that is called the Rajnikant profile. Okay, so that's why I have added this course as well, right? So we will discuss these entire things gradually in our next sessions also. So I'm concluding these sessions for today, right? So this was the first session. I don't want to bore you. Okay, so this won't be the theoretical sessions, so everything would be the practical. So tomorrow onwards what we will do, so we will do start the practical sessions. Practical sessions means like every day we will do the hands-ons only here. So every day we will be having the workshops. Workshops means every day we will write something. We will write the automation code here, and you have to understand. And same thing you have to mimic as a assignment. And then I will give you the another couple of assignments more so that you have to do that automation at your level, right? And whatever the question you will have, we will discuss that, okay, in next lectures. So something like that. So every day what we have to do, we have to learn the practical things, no theory. Because I can give you the one example, right? So suppose if you can go through the, if you want to learn drive the scooty, right? And if you, I can give you the 200 pages of the books. Hey, this is the engine, this is how accelerator works, brakes works. Do you think after 2 months completing this entire books, do you think will you be able to drive that? No. I don't want to go in that mode. That was the traditional way of learning the things. Here what we will do, we will do everything practically. We will learn theoretically theory automatically in background. If someone will ask, hey, I need the notebook, will you provide me the notebook, study material? No, I will not provide, because I don't want the traditional way of learning. I will train you how you can get the notes, customize notes based on your need. Chat GPT will give you. I will let you know how you have to prepare the interview questions. So if you ask, hey, give me the interview preparation question answers, definitely I will provide some solid questions later in last of the course. But in between if you want, I will not. I will train you in that way so that you can get everything done by yourself rather than you have to depend on anyone. So suppose if you are getting some issues, you don't have to depend on me, you don't have to depend on anyone. I will train you in that way so that just you have to query that smartly to the chat GPT, and it will give you the answer everything. So you have to be learn by yourself with the power of AI. That's why I've included in this syllabus. You have to be independent. Okay. So we will connect tomorrow and we will do the installation and other steps. So meanwhile, if someone is not yet prepared for the laptops and other stuff, so you have to be ready with the laptops. Okay. So that's all for today. I'm stopping the recording and then we will discuss if you have something.